Hi, this is Munyebin, PhD student at AMR. Today I'm going to talk about visual instruction tuning, which is the NeurIPS 2023 oral paper. Actually, this paper is known as LLaVA, Large Language and Vision Assistance. The contents is, this is the contents. First, I will tell you about what is instruction tuning and visual instruction tuning, and then tell you about how they generate the visual instruction data, and then the proposed model LLaVA and experiments and conclusion. And if the time is left, I will tell you the VLM research, what I'm currently doing with 현우, 원석, 현. So first is motivation. Until now, if someone wants to do VQA task, he needs some VQA specific model to output the VQA results. And if he wants another task like captioning, he needs another model for captioning to output the captions. And OCR, and if he wants another task OCR, then need OCR models. But, however, after instruction tuning, we can do all of these tasks with these single models by using the task-specific instructions. And so doing instruction tuning means that tuning the model with instruction, input, and output pairs in a supervised manner. So after the instruction tuning, we can do multiple tasks with one model, and also the performance of abilities of large language model is improved, the zero and few shot generalization abilities. And actually, this instruction tuning is in the NLP domain. So in that domain, researchers have explored methods for large language model instruction tuning. So there is a lot of instruction tuned models such as Instruct GPT, ChatGPT, and so on. So in this paper, they borrow the idea of instruction tuning from NLP domain to the computer vision. Next one is how they generate the instruction data in the visual domain. First one is naive expansion. They first use some existing image caption pair data, and the question is generated by the GPT-4. So with this informations, they construct the instruction following data like this. So with the human question, they use the question that is generated from the GPT-4 and the visual image from the existing data. And the assistant's answer is the caption. This method is very easy and cheap to construct, but it has lack of diversity and lack of in-depth reasoning in both the instructions and responses. So to mitigate these problems, they propose to leverage the language-only GPT-4 or ChatGPT as the strong teacher. So to encode an image to the text prompt, they use two types of symbolic representations. First one is caption, which describe the visual scene. And second one is bounding boxes, which has information of object concept and spatial location. And for this, they use Coco images, and by using the GPT, they generate the three types of instruction following data, as you can see in the right side. So first one is conversation, and second one is detailed description, and the last one is complex reasoning. The detailed prompt for this generation is in the paper, so please refer the paper. Next one is the proposed model LLaVA. I'll first tell you about the architecture of LLaVA. The goal of the LLaVA is leveraging the existing powerful visual encoder and the large language models. So they use the LLM for the llama and the visual encoder for the clip. So as you can see in this figure, when we have image and the language instruction, the language instruction is directly converted to the language embedding tokens, and the image is passed through the visual encoder clip to be the visual feature. And this visual feature is multiplied with the linear projection matrix. And then we can finally get the visual tokens, which is in the same space of the language tokens. So the both visual and language tokens are passed through the language models to output some language responses. And actually they use the image feature before the last layer because they thought the feature from the last layer is too semantic to extract some information, fine detailed information. So they use the feature before the last layer. And then they construct the multi-turn conversation data. For each image, they generate the multi-turn conversation data like this. And the large T is the total number of turns. The instruction is constructed like this. In the first turn, they contain the instruction contains the question and the visual information. And after the first turn, they contain only the question. And using this instruction, they construct some input sequence. This input sequence contains system message and the instructions. And this is the instruction tuning objective. For this one, they compute the probability of the generating target answers. So when the visual information and the instructions are given, they compute this probability like this. And XI is the current prediction token, and XB is image, and X instruction is previous instruction tokens, and XA is previous answer tokens. So with this objective function, the model is trained to predict the answers and where to stop. As you can see in this input sequence, the stop sign and the answer is colored green. So only these green parts are used to compute the loss. And this is the training process of the LLaVA. They have two stages for training. The first one is the pre-training stage for feature alignment. In this stage, they only train the projection layer, and the visual encoder and the large language models are frozen. With this stage, they train a computable visual tokenizer for the frozen large language model. And after this stage, we can align the image features with the pre-trained large language word embedding. And for this stage, they use filtered CC3M dataset by converting to the instruction following data. And each sample is constructed as a single turn conversation. And second stage is fine-tuning stage, fine-tuning the model by end-to-end manner. They fine-tuned on two directions. The first one is multimodal chatbot. They fine-tune on the before mentioned collected data, and they use the multi-turn conversation and also a single-turn description and reasoning. And second direction is science QA. This science QA dataset is a multimodal multiple choice question dataset. So they fine tune on this dataset, and they only use a single turn conversation. This is the experimental results. First, for the multimodal chatbot, they try to understand or demonstrate the LLaVA's image understanding abilities or the conversation ability. As you can see in the qualitative results in the right side, when the extreme eye-running image is given, the LLaVA model and GPT-4 Blip2 Open Flamingo models output some results. So they said, though the LLaVA model is trained with a small multimodal instruction following dataset, they demonstrate quite similar reasoning results with the GPT-4. And in contrast, Blip2 and the Open Flamingo focus only on describing the image instead of following the user instruction to answer. And to measure the quality of the responses, they leverage the GPT-4. So first, they randomly select 30 images from the COCO validation split, and they generate the 3 types of question with these 30 images and their corresponding labels. So finally, they can get 90 questions. And after that, they obtain the response from both LLaVA and GPT-4 model and use the answer of the GPT-4 is the answer of the GPT-4 is used as a ground truth, I think. So they using the GPT-4, they evaluate the helpfulness and relevance, accuracy, and level of details of the response, and give the score on a scale of 1 to 10. So in the results, they have almost 50 points gain by using the instruction tuning. And if using another detail and complex data, they can get another gain. And the second one is science QA. This had about 21,000 questions. As you can see in the results, the LLaVA beat the GPT-4 in this dataset. And when they use the LLaVA and GPT-4 together, they can get additional gain. So actually, there is 2 approaches to leverage GPT-4 in here. The first one is GPT-4 complement. Whenever GPT-4 fails to provide some answers, they use their LLaVA's prediction results instead of the GPT-4's results. And second one is using the GPT as a judge. Whenever GPT-4 and LLaVA produce different answers, they prompt GPT-4 again and asking it to provide their own final answer based on the the question and the 2 outcomes. So they said this is the first time to do some model ensemble with the GPT-4. And this is the conclusion. In conclusion, this paper demonstrates the effectiveness of the visual instruction tuning, and they also propose the LLaVA model And this Lava model achieves the new state-of-the-art accuracy on science QA and also shows some excellent visual chat experience. This is the result of the Lava version 1.5. It shows very good results in various data sets compared to other instructive tuning, instruction tuned models. But actually, I think the most important part is Lava is the open source and it is trained with very small scale training data with very short training time. So based on the Llama version 1.5, they use 1.2 million data and the training time is less than 1 day with a single A100 GPU. So as you can see in this graph, the Lava use much less training samples than other models. Yes, this is end of the presentation. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask.